Hello guys, it's Kee-Kee Fitness back with another physical self-care, not physical, the self-care prescription. Okay, we have completed the physical self-care chapter 3 and we are starting on chapter 4, which is the life of the mind, intellectual self-care. I'm going to read a few pages. Um, I don't know where should I stop at, but I'll just read along and then I'll stop where I think is necessary. Okay? So it says start here if start with an intellectual self-care if you want to. And then it has a few bullets: stimulate your mind, expand your knowledge, widen your perspective, deepen your creativity, exercise your curiosity. Your intellectual needs. The brain is one of the most underrated parts of the body. It's always working, even when we are unaware that it's at work. Our brain helps us judge and evaluate situations, make plans, solve complex problems, and remember the past. For such a small part of our body, only about 3 pounds, it has massive responsibility because the brain operates so effortlessly. It can be easily it can be easy to forget just how vulnerable it is to diminish performance over the course of our lives. We all know that physical exercise and movement are necessary for the body to stay strong and healthy. Well, the same is true for our brains. To help your brain function to the best of its ability for as long as possible, you need to exercise it. Intellectual self-care is exercise for your brain. It's doing things to keep your brain sharp. It is a lifelong commitment to learning new things that includes opening yourself up to unfamiliar experiences, exercising your creativity, and challenging your brain to solve problems and embrace knowledge. When you exercise your brain, it helps you function better across the board. I've seen intellectual self-care work wonders in my own life as well as in the lives of my client. And this is Robert L. Gobbin reading this. This is not my book. These are not my words. Okay, guys? You might be thinking, I'm okay with learning new things, but I'm not into reading technical books or playing mind training games. The good news is that learning doesn't have to be boring, and it does not need to look like it did when you were in school. There are plenty of ways to stimulate your brain without feeling like you are going to die of boredom or dredging up old painful memories of feeling dumb in chemistry class. Reading a book, magazine, or blog for pleasure, listening to an informational podcast or an audiobook, playing cards, solving crosswords, playing wordscapes or other games on your smartphone, visiting a museum, or engaging in healthy debate on a topic you're passionate about. All these fun activities also exercise your brain. I know crosswords puzzles are good. I like crossword puzzles, but I don't do them often. And also those wordscape games, trying to figure out different words you can make out of however many letters it is, right? I used to do that. I think I'm going to start back doing that. Thanks for the reminder, Miss Robin L. Gobbin. What do you want your brain to do? Let's read it again. What do you want your brain to do for you? To take care of our brains, we need a clear understanding of all that our brain do for us. The following is a list of activities your brain makes possible for you: compete, contemplate, cooperate, create, decide, experience and express emotions, focus, pay attention, judge, label experiences and emotions, meditate, move, walk, run, and play, observe, perceive, ability to use five senses, plan, pray, process new information, read, remember, respond to my environment, speak, communicate, study, think, understand, and use my intuition. In your notebook, jot down the top 3 brain activities that are most important to you. For each item, respond to these 3 questions. Number 1, what does this brain function allow me to do that matters to me? Here are 2 examples. Creating helped me come up with new ways of organizing my home. Perception helps me be able to smell. 2, why is it important to me? Why is that important to me? Here are 2 examples. Creating new ways of organizing my home is important to me because it helps me maintain structure and feel in control of my life. It is important to me to be able to smell because I enjoy scented candles. 3, what am I doing to nurture this brain function so that it stays strong? If nothing, what can you start doing to nurture this brain function? There are 2 examples. To help my brain think to the best of its ability, I am willing to start listening to a podcast that focuses on the topics of organization and productivity. To help enhance my perception, I am willing to practice mindfulness so that I can deepen my ability to savor the candle scent I enjoy. The list of what our brain does for us is virtually endless, and the same is true for the ways we can help support it so that its function is at its best. Start with one simple act today to help your brain do what you need and want it to do. We're going to read, this is one more. This is a nice size paragraph, so we're going to read this paragraph here, and then we're going to be done with the first beginning of the reading in chapter 4. So it says, engage. If you're like most people, it's probably been a while since you've thought about all the things your brain does for you, much less consider exercising your brain. This section shows you why prioritizing intellectual self-care is important and how to start doing it. Simply put, intellectual self-care keeps us, let's read that again. Simply put, intellectual self-care keeps us sharp and growing. One of the easiest ways to ward off boredom or a sense of feeling stuck is to keep challenging yourself to learn and grow. The next one says, where to start. Learn more about an interesting topic. And it reads, we all find certain things interesting. Learning more about the topic you already enjoy, you can be great. Let's read that again. Learning more about the topics you already enjoy can be a great place to start when you want to stimulate your brain. Grab your notebook and make a list of all the topics, activities, sports, places, people, and even animals you find interesting, things you're curious about that excite you and really hold your attention. Once you have this list, think about ways to learn more about the stuff that interests you. First, it did not say first. Let's read it again. For instance, one of my favorite sports to watch is boxing. I admire the amount of technique and skill it takes to have the stamina to last 12 rounds in the ring. And I love the fact that at any moment, one move can change the whole fight. The excitement of it all is thrilling to me. One way I've used my joy for boxing to contribute to my intellectual self care is by getting to know specific boxers. I treat it like it's I treat it like a fun history lesson and search for articles about the man or woman behind the glove. In the process of doing this research, I'm gaining new knowledge, which helps me feel more connected to the sport. After I learn something new about a particular boxer, I share the information with my husband by recalling what I've learned and sharing this information. I'm exercising my memory. One of my colleagues enjoyed keeping track of current events in the lives of her favorite celebrities. How about you? Can you think of a topic you enjoy reading about online or in a magazine? Okay, so we're going to stop there with this chapter 4. We stopped on page 63. What is a topic that you would love to talk about? Read, get a little information of, and then come back and either talk to somebody about it, what you learned from it, or maybe get on your YouTube channel and talk about it, right? So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you all who have watched this video. I hope that you got something out of it. I hope that you learned something, and I hope that you take something away from it, okay, and implement it into your daily routine or whatever. If you are not subscribed, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. I will greatly appreciate that. I love you all. Jesus loves you best. And what? The best is yet to come. Bye.